that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll get a look here at Davante Adams. He's over 1,100.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Finding Waddle, crossing the field and bringing it in.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
And now it's second down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Tua to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Deval Achane.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Going to the air. Tagovailoa finding Williams once more. Complete.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here's Lawrence.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Here's Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive.
They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 53 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
These two teams all tied after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter.
Now 2nd and 5.
As they've got it as we resume action. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man. It's Williams. And some room to roll now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Tua now on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him.
Bilal Nichols in there to take him down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. On target over the middle to Hill. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tua going to throw. And this is incomplete.
And now to Common sight, at least on this drive, a momentary setback though for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you give those linebackers a freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll run with Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tua now on first down. Quick throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and they have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Tua's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulting in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Right side to Williams. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyree Wilson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run with Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive for 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. On 1st down, Tagovailoa into the hands of Williams across the formation. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All right, fellas, listen up.
2nd and 5. Here's Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Tua to throw again. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's when he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
Following the punt return here, there was someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Hey, lie.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Think right. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards. go play action with Lawrence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That one complete to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. This is caught inside the 15. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now Jones. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we... Shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. On the return is Williams. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 10. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. After the turnover, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Throwing Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's got some space here. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick-6. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Tua now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. It's Hill, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 0-0. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Red on red.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd down and 1. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks up.